The hospital room was quiet, broken only by the soft rhythm of machines and the shallow breathing of a young woman named Alina. Pale, sunlight slipped through the curtains, touching her face like a gentle goodbye. At just 22, Alina was running out of time. Cancer had taken nearly everything from her, except one dream. She wanted to hear Hauser play the cello one last time. Alina had discovered Hauser's music during her first chemotherapy session. When fear filled her chest and pain shook her body, his cello became her escape. Every note felt like hope, every melody like a promise that beauty still existed. She played his songs day and night, whispering, "If I could hear this live, I wouldn't be afraid to die." Her sister wrote a message online, never expecting a miracle. She explained Alina's condition and her love for Hauser's music. The post spread quickly, reaching thousands, then millions. And one quiet evening, it reached Hauser himself. He was on tour, exhausted after a long rehearsal, when he read the message. He sat silently for a long time, his hand resting on the cello case. Music had given him fame, applause, standing ovations, but this was different. This was a soul asking for comfort. The next morning, without cameras or announcements, Hauser cancelled his plans and boarded a flight. When he entered the hospital room, Alina's eyes widened in disbelief. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered his name. Hauser smiled softly, kneeling beside her bed. "I'm here for you," he said. "What song would you like?" Alina could barely speak. "Anything. Just play." Hauser opened his cello case. The room seemed to hold its breath as his bow touched the strings. The melody was slow, tender, filled with longing and peace. It wasn't about technique or perfection. It was about love. Every note wrapped around Alina like a warm embrace, carrying her pain away. Her breathing softened. Her hand relaxed in her sister's grasp. A gentle smile appeared on her face. As the final note faded, Alina opened her eyes one last time. "Thank you," she whispered. "Now I'm not scared." Moments later, she slipped into eternal sleep. Hauser remained still, tears falling silently onto the wooden floor. He had played on the world's greatest stages, but never had his music mattered more than it did in that small hospital room. That night, Hauser wrote a new piece, "One Song for You." He never played it at concerts. It was kept for moments when music needed to heal, not impress. And somewhere beyond this world, Alina listened, free from pain, carried forever by the sound of a cello.